An alien movie, I guess, or a science fiction
alien movie.
Yeah.
About what was the name that we came up with for Sam Raimi?
Oh, Gambramy.
Gambramy.
Yeah,
Isn't it? Or is it Gambamy?
Gambamy, sorry.
Gambamy.
Sounds like a fish. What's that sort of fish that's really difficult to
catch? Ugh. Somebody get hold of this Gambamy.
Not like those other
He's
fish.
too baby.
What's
Gambamy
that fish that
the
sounds
movie?
like Gambamy? Who cares?
I have no idea.
Nah.
Why don't you ask ChatGPT?
Tell us in the comments section. Tell us in the comments.
No one's going to tell us anything.
No.
So Gambamy, is that going to be our rating system or the name of this movie that we're about to pitch?
Maybe that could be. Oh, that could be the name of the alien.
Yeah.
Gambamy.
Gambanian.
I'm Gambamy from the Gambanians. Who live on Gambania.
Right. And what's the story here?
I think I just told you.
he's the extra in a movie, but he wants to be the lead.
Oh, so this is a universe where aliens are an accepted thing. Humans interact and they walk among us openly.
Sure,
and freely.
Why not?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Openly and freely, but this alien wants to become a movie star.
He wants to become a movie star, and he wants to be the next big thing, but he's only being cast as extras. Right?
Yeah.
So you see him.
You gotta change your name. No one likes Gambamy. You gotta call yourself Arnold Strong.
I think this should be in the format of like a mockumentary, where you see like at the beginning, you'd be like, "Hi, I'm Gambamy.
Yeah.
You may have seen me in many extras," and it keeps zooming in, and you can see he's like in the background. Yeah. Or like the back of his head.
Yeah.
And he's like, "But I wanna make it big." And then his agent, see, Gambamy,
yeah,
you do too many of these roles that I'll get you the spotlight. This is a cigar, by the way.
Yeah, sure. Not like a bottle that he's drinking from. A banana, yeah. Is there a bit where he's going to say to camera, like, with full sincerity, you know, with all the movies I've been in, the box office receipts for all of my movies added together does equal $12 billion. And then you hear a voice off screen like, but you're just an extra in all of them. And he's like, 12 billion.
How much did you get paid?
And that could be where he starts off.
12.
He could be started off as
$12.
As a Gambanian who, that could be it. Yeah. He's a Gambanian who's deluding himself.
Right.
Because life hasn't turned out the way he wanted it to.
What does he look like? Because all I can think of is Glorgon from Elio. But maybe he's one of those grey aliens, you know, the one with the big eyes.
Oh yeah, because then his agent could be saying to him, "Well, you look the same. You look the same as every alien. You gotta make yourself stand out from the crowd, like that other alien, Gleeblorp. Gleeblorp the mighty." It just cuts to like some praying mantis looking one who's like a really big. He's like a heartthrob, but then we lean into it because he does things that are not heartthrobby. Because he looks like a praying mantis, and he's like, "Come and see me in my next movie."
And people are like, "Oh,
TMZ are like another clip from Heartthrob, Glambooble the Mighty, or whatever he called him."
It is Mantis Boy Summer, everybody. Get your sexy mantises out. Yeah,
Mantis Boy Summer. That's it. Try out my new scent. I made it myself. His hands are always.
I caught it. Pray.
Okay.
Prey by Mantis. So
is this guy the villain, or is he a nice? We need to be the anti-hero. We need to have an interaction with the praying mantis fellow.
Yeah, maybe it could be. You know, he is the antagonist of the movie to our main protagonist, big-headed alien, Gambami. Gambami, yeah. I think one of the reasons why he became an actor is because he has got a big head, and they always say the best actors and actresses have big heads. They
really?
Put up the screen, yeah.
I think that's just because the cameras are really close.
Well, naturally speaking, I'm sure
saying if you Google, when I see George Clooney on the big screen, his head's actually that big.
Yeah. Why else do you think it can't stay straight on his slender body?
That's too much weight. That thing will affect the tides the way he shakes that.
No, it's a well-known thing that actors on screen
Thor is
have big heads.
Tall.
Yeah, with a tiny body.
Is that really a thing though? That actors have slightly bigger heads?
Genuinely, if you Google actors with big heads, right. I'm sure that's just one of the criteria.
Did you mean actors?
You got a small head, you're out. You're not going to make it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
I might be wrong.
Oh no! Wait! I meant talent, not big head.
Yeah. No, genuinely, that's something that I've heard.
Hey,
if there's any merit to it,
I don't know. In our next Avengers movie. Why?
He's got a big head.
He can't act, but he's got a big head. He's got a real Gambami about him.
But his agent is like, well, you know what, Gambami, you got a big head, but you got
a big head, but you haven't got big heart.
Yeah, that's it. God, I ruined my throat. I'm recovering from a cough.
Don't worry, I picked up the bit. Don't do the troll voice. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't doing the troll voice. I was trying to do the agent voice.
I thought his agent was the troll. It's pretty much.
Oh well, there we go.
They all come from Jersey.
Yeah. You ain't got your head needs to be bigger. And he puts a big wig on him. And he's like, really big Disco. Old quiff.
Yeah.
Or disco, throw or whatever you want him.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to get to all these. He's trying to get these parts. You see, he's trying to get these parts. He can't get them. Yeah,
because he can't fit through the door.
Ultimately, he ends up getting a supporting role.
Okay,
with a movie starring none other than our boy Mantis.
Mantis the Conqueror.
That's when the friction happens.
Okay,
and that's when people start being like, you know what? I think Mantis might be out of the game.
That Mantis guy. He's
Gambami's getting it. Gambami.
Next big thing. Next big thing, and it like emphasizes his head.
Yeah. You see that montage of a bunch of newspapers.
Yeah. But then there's the fall that you have in these movies where the wig comes off, and everyone's like, "Oh, his head isn't as big as we thought it was. It's not real."
And by the end of the movie, you realize, it's not about how big your head is.
It's not the size of your head; it's the size of your heart.
The size of your heart. That's right. And that's when they realize.
I don't
know. Maybe they realize that they both have the same sized hearts.
Yeah, even though they're different species of alien. Yeah.
Mantises have famously small heads.
Yeah.
How he got a leading role in a rom-com, I have no idea.
Because he's got a big heart.
He's got a big heart.
What he could do is it's this touching scene where he just rips his own heart out because that's his species. His species can do that. And he's like,
that's right.
See, look at this heart. And you still have the swelling music behind it.
Right.
The grey aliens like trying to back away. I think we might.
There's no love interest. It's just Mantis versus Gambami. Acting chops.
And if the studio wants, because I know we're trying to pitch to Walt Disney because we decided to stop pitching to Don Simpson because he died. So now we came up with a great idea of trying to pitch to Walt Disney directly.
Okay.
Who's hearing all this in his cryogenic freezer?
He's technically still alive.
They gave him some like headphones.
Yeah. Does the brain still work in cryo?
When they
You're telling me.
That's the noise it makes when it opens.
We'll see in a few years if we see Gambami the mockumentary.
If we make it big,
presented by Disney.
If we make it big, you know that cryogenic freezers are more complicated than you first thought. But if Walt Disney wants us to stick in a love interest, we can just have Gambami Gambami. That could be a montage in it as well.
I'm Gambami.
Everyone's saying Gambami. It starts off as a question. Gambami.
Yeah.
Gambami. It's Big Head Summer. That's the next year. It's Big Head Summer. Get your big head boys.
It almost sounds a bit like Can't Pay Me.
We can just throw the Mantis's mum in or something.
Yeah.
So literally the very end of the movie, the Mantis's mum shows up, and then it just has soft focus and plays music, and then it cuts to the credits. There you go, love interest, if needed.
I don't know if it was intentional, but the name Gambami sounds awfully similar to Can't Pay Me. So
we've been chatting pitch.
Chatting Pitch has been brought to you by Leslie Way and Matthew D. Smith. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to listen to others and maybe even subscribe. You can follow us on the website, formerly known as Twitter.
Listen to us on Spotify or wherever else you listen to podcasts. Leslie and Matthew have their own side hustles as well. Feel free to check out Leslie's YouTube channel or Matthew's Medium blog. Links in the description. If you want anything else, we might have other links in the description if we think of anything interesting to add. Thank you for listening. I love you.